drones fall from the sky, the president nearly dies, and one man takes the blame for everything. Framed for treason, he becomes America's most wanted overnight. After swallowing 2 painkillers, this man suddenly notices something strange in the sky. What looks like a massive swarm of bats, accompanied by sharp, piercing noises, comes flying rapidly from the horizon. Before anyone can fully react, they realize those are not bats at all, but a huge swarm of drones, speeding straight toward them. Just moments earlier, the President of the United States was fishing by the lake, while Mike Banning carried out his routine duty as head of security. Suddenly, Mike begins to feel unwell. At the President's request, he contacts his colleagues to switch shifts. Everything seems calm and peaceful, but no one knows that 2 vehicles are already quietly approaching. The people inside the vehicles are fully covered and heavily concealed. As the doors open, tube-shaped launchers extend outward. Once everything is set, a large number of weapons suddenly shoot out from the launchers. At the same time, Mike is heading back toward the shore by boat. A loud, continuous buzzing suddenly fills the air. When he realizes it's a swarm of drones, Mike immediately turns the boat around and alerts the Secret Service to protect the president. But the drones are already too close. They quickly lock onto 3 Secret Service agents. Sensing danger, Mike accelerates toward the president. Other agents open fire, but the drones are too small and fast to hit. Instead, the drones launch suicide attacks, killing all the agents instantly. The drones then lock onto Mike. Just as it seems he's doomed, the attackers suddenly cancel the strike. The drones immediately change direction and bombard the agents on shore, killing them all. Mike doesn't have time to grieve, because the drones are now heading straight for the president. At the critical moment, an agent pushes the president into the water to save him, sacrificing himself in the explosion. Seeing this, Mike dives into the water to rescue the president. When the drones return, Mike grabs the president and pulls him underwater to avoid detection. Mike later wakes up in a hospital, only to find his hands cuffed to the bed. Investigators tell him that all other Secret Service agents were killed in the attack. Evidence found at the scene and in Mike's home includes his DNA and explosive residue. His offshore account has also received $10 million recently. All evidence points to Mike being involved in a conspiracy to assassinate the president. Meanwhile, the president is in a coma after the explosion and near drowning. Under the 25th Amendment, the vice president is sworn in as acting president. With no one left to testify for him, Mike is now facing brutal interrogation. On a dark highway, 3 police vehicles are transporting a high-risk prisoner, unaware they are being watched. Using hacking technology, the mercenaries break into the vehicle's systems. The lights shut off, and the cars slowly come to a stop. As the officers sense something is wrong and try to call for help, the front and rear vehicles are rammed violently. A limousine pulls up, and armed mercenaries step out, killing all the officers. The overturned vehicles are also destroyed. Mike doesn't dare move recklessly. He watches helplessly as the attackers plant explosives on the vehicle doors. They cut off Mike's ankle restraints and force him into another car before escaping the scene. During the escape, Mike suddenly fights back. As the driver reaches for his gun, Mike kicks it away. In the chaos, Mike grabs a handgun and takes down 2 mercenaries in the back. He then uses chains to restrain the driver. After a fierce struggle, Mike kills the remaining attackers. The vehicle crashes into a tree. Mike gets out, unlocks his restraints, and checks the identities of the mercenaries. Shockingly, one of them is connected to Wade Jennings, known as Wade. Taking their equipment, Mike escapes to a gas station and calls his wife, Leah Banning. Unfortunately, someone recognizes him as a fugitive and tries to capture him for the reward. Surrounded, Mike grabs a gun barrel at the right moment and subdues one man. The other is so intimidated that he drops his weapon and surrenders. Suddenly, another man recognizes Mike. Seeing a nearby truck, Mike takes advantage of the distraction and shoots the man. Without hesitation, he drives off in the truck. Police soon notice something suspicious and give chase. To escape, Mike swerves and destroys a police car. With more patrol cars ahead, he turns onto a side road. The pursuing vehicle crashes into a tree and flips over, buying Mike time. Police deploy a helicopter to track him from the air. Mike crashes the truck into a bridge pillar, causing it to flip over. Before police arrive, he escapes into the forest under the cover of darkness. At a parking lot, he steals a pickup truck and drives into the mountains of Virginia. What Mike doesn't know is that he's already being tracked. The mercenaries easily breach Secret Service firewalls using basic hacking methods. Wade Jennings accesses Mike's server history and discovers that Mike has been monitoring one person for years. That person is his father, Clay Banning, a Vietnam War veteran suffering from severe PTSD who abandoned his family when Mike was young. Despite this, Mike never stopped caring about him. With nowhere else to go, Mike seeks refuge at his father's cabin. In the middle of the night, Clay warns him that they're surrounded. He leads Mike into a hidden underground tunnel he built years ago. Using the tunnel, they sneak behind the mercenaries. Mike wants to draw the enemies away, but Clay stops him, saying he has a better plan. He detonates explosives, killing many attackers instantly. When the mercenaries locate them, Mike joins the fight. More enemies are blown up by hidden traps. Surrounded by explosives, Mike retreats back to his father. Clay instructs him to pull the final trigger. After confirming, Mike does it without hesitation. The next morning, Mike piles the bodies outside the cabin and uses a mercenary's phone to call Wade. Father and son leave the mountains and send the cabin's coordinates to the authorities. Agent Helen Thompson arrives and realizes Mike may have been framed. She rushes to confront Wade, but Wade kills both agents without mercy. Meanwhile, a woman named Beth is caring for her child when intruders break in. Clay attacks them, killing both men. He reveals himself as Mike's father, though Beth doesn't believe him. At the same time, the president wakes up. Unknown to everyone, Wade has taken control of the hospital and plans to assassinate him. Knowing Wade won't stop, Mike disguises himself as a detective and infiltrates the hospital. He spreads false information about an active shooter, drawing security forces away, and reaches the underground garage. After capturing a Secret Service agent, Mike accesses the ICU. When director David Gentry arrives, Mike surrenders. The president demands to see Mike and restores him as head of security. As they prepare to evacuate, oxygen is released throughout the hospital. Mike realizes Wade's plan. With only 4 minutes left, they move the president. Wade blocks the exit and kills the driver, disabling the vehicle. Under heavy fire, Mike moves the president into another building. During the transfer, the chief of staff is killed and Director Gentry is injured. The hospital explodes in a massive terrorist attack. Mike secures the president and sends him to safety, then returns alone to stop Wade. Mercenaries ambush the rescue forces and storm the building. Knowing Wade's tactics, Mike confronts them head-on. He fights through waves of enemies, using smoke grenades and gunfire. Despite being shot, his body armor saves him. He continues fighting, killing multiple attackers. Wade's forces overpower the guards and search for the president, unaware he is hiding just behind a wall. When the military arrives, most mercenaries are killed. Wade retreats to the rooftop. Mike chases him and is shot by a sniper but keeps advancing. A grenade lands nearby. Mike shields himself with a body and survives. On the rooftop, Wade's own man turns on him. Wade realizes Mike is still alive. The two former comrades face each other in a final showdown. After an intense knife fight, Mike gains the upper hand and kills Wade. Once brothers in arms, they now stand as enemies. Wade pays the ultimate price for his betrayal. This film is Angel Has Fallen, 2019, the final chapter of Gerard Butler's Has Fallen trilogy. Thank you for watching, and see you in the next video.